Namaste everyone, welcome to Millionaire GRE. I am Punit. This is the fifth video on coordinate geometry, and in this video we are going to discuss about reflection of a point. Now let's say you are given a point P whose coordinates are 1, 4 and you want to find the mirror image of P along x-axis or the reflection of this point along x-axis. Where will the reflection lie? Well, if we are reflecting this point along x-axis, the reflection or the mirror image would lie somewhere here. And the coordinates would be 1, -4. Okay? Because in the fourth quadrant, x would be positive and y is negative. So 1, -4. What is the change of the reflected point from the original point? In the reflected point, only the sign of y coordinate has changed. So if you are reflecting a point along x-axis, what do? You simply change the sign of y or y coordinate. Similarly, if you are asked to reflect a point along y-axis, what will you do? Let's say P is 1, 4. What will be its reflection? Its reflection would lie here and the coordinates would be -1, 4. What is the change? The sign of x coordinate has changed. So if you are reflecting a point along y-axis, what do? You simply change sign of x coordinate. That's all. Similarly, let's say you are asked to find the reflection of the same point P along y is equal to x. What will you do? Now y is equal to x. We know it passes through the middle of the first quadrant. But where will the reflection of this point lie if it's reflected along y is equal to x? Now this point's reflection would lie here somewhere. This point's reflection would lie here. So this point's reflection would lie here. And the coordinates would be 4, 1. Now this is simply, you get this by simply interchanging the x and y coordinates of the original point. So if you are asked to find the reflection of a point along y is equal to x, you simply interchange x and y and you will get the reflected point. If you are asked to find the reflection of this point along y is equal to -x, then where will the reflected point lie? It would lie somewhere here and the coordinates would be -4, 1. Now you have not only interchanged x and y, but you have also changed the signs of both x and y. So if you are reflecting a point along y is equal to -x, you first interchange x and y and then change the signs of both x and y. And you will get the reflected point. Now let's recap whatever we have learned just now. If you are reflecting a point along x-axis, what do? You simply change the sign of y. If you are reflecting a point along y-axis, simply change the sign of x. Reflecting along y is equal to x, you interchange x and y. If you are reflecting along y is equal to -x, you not only interchange x and y, but you also change the signs of both x and y. Now why don't you give this question a try? I hope you have done so. Now let's solve it together. This is the point given and it is reflected along x-axis. Along x-axis, you simply change the sign of y coordinate. So -3, -2. 2 becomes -2. If you are reflecting along y-axis, you simply change the sign of x. So -3 will become +3. If you are reflecting along y is equal to x, you interchange x and y. So 2, -3. Along y is equal to -x, you not only interchange x and y, but you also change the signs of both x and y. So -2, +3. And with this, we have come to the conclusion of this video. I'll see you in the next one where we discuss about plotting inequalities. Thank you for watching this. I'll see you in the next one.